words of inspiration and love. Oh, how we live and what we say, it's stamping up and it's our way.
Hey everyone, it's Pauline from Stamp with Pauline, and today is a card using Reach for the Stars. So you will have to use your bundle, and I keep my dies and my bundle in my set like this. You will need a piece of the coordinating stargazing designer series paper, so you'll need some of that. You'll also, I've just got some of the designer series paper with the stars on the back. Got a piece of base cardstock, which is in the colour of Orchid Oasis. And you'll also need some of the hologram cardstock with the stars that we're going to cut out of that. You'll need from the designer series paper one of the planets and the largest die to cut that out, and you'll also need the other coordinating hologram cardstock as well, and you'll need this die to cut out one of these. You'll also need a strip of basic white, and you'll also need the words Your Stella, and we'll also need our adhesive as well. So let's get started. The first thing we need to do is cut out a piece of this hologram paper, and I'm just going to eyeball a section here so that I can just cut out what I need, and it will fit through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So that is to cut out that. I've got my stars that I need to cut out as well, and then I'm also going to be cutting out the planets. So the three of those, and then also needing the Orchid Oasis ink pad to stamp our words. Okay, so I have cut out my world, planet, cut out the outer edge for the rim, and I've cut out a bunch of stars. I've done that twice, so I've run through the dies twice on the hologram paper because I wanted to just have a few more if I need them. So going to do that. All right. So pop all that out of the way. I've stamped my words, which we'll cut out in a minute. Next thing you're going to do is take your cardstock, and this is just a sheet of Orchid Oasis it is. Going to cut a section of it off. All right, so first of all, fold it in half if it's not already folded. Scald that, cut that, and what you're going to do now is grab hold of your trimmer, and what you want to do is come in at about 7 centimeters from the edge of here. So we're going to cut off 7 centimeters from this edge. Okay, so now that we've actually cut it, I've done this on a variation of a card before. If you cut that off, you can use this as the panel of your front of another card, but I'm doing it a little bit different this time. And what I've got is a piece of the Orchid Oasis cardstock, just another scrap piece here, and this measures 8.5 centimeters by 8.5. So there is a square of that. Then I've also got a piece of Rich Razzleberry, Berry Burst it is, and the Berry Burst is at 8 centimeters by 8 centimeters. And then I've got a piece of the designer series paper, that is the back. I'm using the blue with the stars, 7.5 by 7.5. Then what we're going to do is glue all of these pieces together, and we're also going to slide in our planet in amongst of our rings around here as well. So we can go ahead and do all of that now. So gluing this piece of our Berry Burst onto the Orchid Oasis followed by a piece of the Designer Series paper, popping that on top like so, and then we're also going to just put a little bit of adhesive just on the back of our rings just to secure that. I am going to put some dimensionals on there, so you've got a little bit of wiggle room there, so just leave that aside to dry for a second, and we're going to move on to our base card and we're going to decorate it. Now I've already gone ahead and cut my Designer Series paper. Now this is the 12 by 12 piece of Designer Series paper. What you're going to do is come in with your trimmer at 10.5 and cut a strip off. Turn it round, cut another 10.5 centimeters off strip that side as well. So we're just left with this center piece. And now we're going to decorate with the Designer Series paper this part here and a section over here as well. So let me get the trimmer and the ruler and the measurements, and I'll be back in one sec. So what I'm going to do is cut my Designer Series paper at 7.5 centimeters, and then it is also going to be the width of my card here, which is 10.5 centimeters, and I'm going to actually start with 9.5 centimeters first, and that's already 9.5, so I'm okay with that. So this piece, so it will need to be trimmed. Yep, I need to come in a little bit more on that one. So this panel section here is 7.5, so I need to make this piece about 7 or just under 7 centimeters, okay? So take that, and then this piece is going to get adhered onto here like so. Then what I'm going to do is take, I want the blue side this time, and I'm going to start with 7.5, and I'm going to make it 9.5, which it already is, and then I'm going to pop this piece onto here, shut that up, and then put that piece there, and that is my section. What you're then going to do with this piece here, this little section here that's missing, that's where you're going to add some basic white, and that is for a greeting message, just for you to write on there your special message. So I'm just going to make that somewhat even on all 3 of these sides. Now I'm going to close up my card, add hold of my adhesive, pop that down, and then glue that onto there. All right, now that we have all of these pieces together, what we're going to do is grab hold of the dimensionals, and I'm just going to grab 3 dimensionals, and I'm going to secure all of my planet onto there. And pop that off, get rid of that one, and get rid of that one as well. So, except it doesn't want to come off. There we go. All right, and there goes our planet. I'm just going to go sideways with that. What I want to do now is actually adhere this piece to the side. So roughly about this. I don't want to go further than this section here where my index finger is. So I'm actually going to just pop some adhesive there, and then it gets secured onto there like so. All right, lift it up, make sure everything's all good, and then we're just going to take a piece of some basic white, and I don't have, yes I do, it's right here. So taking my basic white, I am going to measure this, and my measurements for this are, it is about 7 centimeters, so I'm actually going to make it 6 centimeters by the 9.5. So 6 by 9.5. So 6 centimeters by 9.5. It's not a huge section for a greeting, but it is just enough for you to be able to write on there. So finish that off there. So glue that down and pop that again, just so I've got an even border around all the sides. You could make this slightly bigger if you wanted to. It's not an issue, so it's up to you. And then what I'm going to do is add on some random stars that I've already got here in my the hologram one. So I'm just going to be randomly sticking some stars all over my card like so, and just have a few in a clump and then a few on their own. And then to finish it off, what we're going to do is add the words. So for the words, you can go ahead and trim this and make a banner at either end, or if you have a die from one of the other sets, you can go ahead and cut out a piece there like that for it. So now on the end of this piece, I'm going to create a banner image like just the basics of here. So then what I'm going to do is do the same with the other side, and then what we can do is go ahead and add our words. So what I'm going to do up here, just need to fix my little banner up there, and I'm going to add a little mini dimensional underneath the your part of my words, and I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive to here, and then I'm going to stick, did I peel off the back side of that? Yes, I did. And I'm going to now adhere that to here like so. And then if you want to, you could even add some stars up there, but I'm just going to go ahead and glue down my stars onto this card. But that is it. So I hope you like that. Have a go at it. It is quite an amazing suite, and I've really enjoyed playing with this one. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye.
What we love, what we do makes a difference in me and you. All these years of inspiration.